Look, I'm not trying to be insensitive here, but Tiger Woods, my God. Brother, you got 9 zeros. Hire a drive. Shit, I'll do it for free. On the course, your driving's impeccable, but you get behind the wheel, that Asian side of you really just comes out. I'm kidding. It was a joke. But the second time, nobody was involved. It was a single car crash. In all seriousness, Tiger, I hope you're okay. But we got to figure this out. Tough to have sympathy for somebody that's worth $1.3 billion. The money you got, you could probably just walk into Tesla and Elon could just make you one that drives by itself. Have your son drive you.
Lord, I am going to need Jesus to take the wheel. Like literally take Tiger Woods' wheel. What the hell? So he was in a car accident, if you haven't heard, yesterday or the day before. And then I thought to myself, wasn't he in a car accident a few years ago? Not only was this man in a car accident in 2021, he was also in a car accident in 2009. So this is his third car accident. Not only obviously has his life been spared, I was reading that the second car accident, he needed surgery. But the fact that you, sir, have been, not only did God spare your life, he spared everyone else's life who you're driving past or around, because God forbid you can kill somebody. And another thought I had, I said, this man is worth over $1 billion. He could get a driver. He can, he could have all the Teslas to drive him. He could probably even reach out to Elon Musk and get his own custom whatever. The fact that he keeps getting in a car under the influence, I don't know if it's alcohol. I also read a couple of years ago it was prescription drugs. Like, sir, God is sparing your life for a reason. And there's a possibility now that he could go to jail because this is not his first DUI. So anyway, don't be Tiger Woods. Like, take an Uber, figure it out. And hopefully his family and friends are going to help him because he needs help.
Hey man, what's up y'all? How y'all guys doing? It's been a while. It's been a week, not a while. It's been a few days. It's a new month. Happy Easter to all y'all that are celebrating. I trust everyone's been keeping well and the going's good. I've really missed y'all. So as you all have seen, we're talking about the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Tiger Woods, and his recent accident. And I honestly want to know y'all's opinions on all the accidents he's been in over the years. I need to know what y'all think about this guy driving himself, this guy always getting into accidents. Is he okay? Let me know. But don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to leave your comments down in the comments. Let's watch a few more videos and then I'll give my opinion if any of y'all want to hear it.
You know, I'm so fascinated with the fact that so many people have come to the internet, and the first thing that they say about the Tiger Woods situation is he should just hire a driver. As if to say that because you're wealthy, you can just buy yourself out of these types of problems, when that's just not the case. Clearly he wasn't drunk behind the wheel. His breathalyzer was 0.00. But clearly his behavior indicates that there's some type of addiction going on. But without a urinalysis or a blood test, we don't know exactly what that might be, but we know something is going on. But here's the thing, there's 3 things that no amount of money can insulate you from, one of which is addiction. As a matter of fact, having financial resources only increases your exposure to addictive behaviors. This is not surprising. We've seen it happen many, many times, especially with celebrities. The second thing money can't insulate you from is mental health issues. People with money have mental health challenges all the time. And 9 times out of 10, it's unrelated to financial problems. And then the third thing is physical health. I mean, look at Bruce Willis, one of the greatest actors of all times. And no amount of money could have prevented him from being in this sad situation that he's in right now. So back to Tiger Woods. Of course, he has all this money. He could hire a driver. He does not need to be on the road putting other people at risk. That is all true. But at the end of the day, there's much bigger issues going on with Tiger Woods, and it likely has very little to do with money. All right, love you, bye.
It is called self-sabotage. I've done it. I'm sure you've done it. We've all done it. I think it's safe to say that Tiger is likely dealing with some sort of addiction. And then to put yourself behind the wheel numerous times after numerous incidents, it's kind of like self-sabotage. Maybe there's an element of Tiger thinking that his doesn't stink. All I know is that from the age of 2 years old, there was intense pressure for Tiger to be a golf phenom, a golf prodigy. This little guy was making national appearances, again, at the age of 2 years old.
Do you like playing golf? Yes or no? Is it a lot of fun?
Yes or no?
Yes or no? Tiger, my career is in your hands right now. Will you please help me? Do you like playing golf? Yes or no?
We all know the story. His father taught him everything he knew. His parents were both very involved and kind of pushed him to be a golf pro. I mean, the guy is naturally gifted. Literally, when he was 5 years old, golf pros were saying that he was going to be a huge, successful golf pro. At 5, pressure, add on the fact that his father cheated on his mother right in his face. Also, Tiger is undeniably talented. People are fawning all over him. He's making money galore from a very, very young age. Perhaps this man's frontal lobe is not fully developed, but I hope that he gets the help that he needs. I hope that he knows at the age of 50, it's okay for him to retire. He's made tons and tons of money. Maybe he can mentor his son.
Am I crazy or does this not make any fucking sense? You're telling me that Tiger Woods gets his second DUI just 2 weeks before the Masters in 2026. Everybody's been asking, is Tiger Woods going to play in the Masters? But the odds of him playing in it are still 15.6%. And then we got President Donald Trump, a very big golfer, big fan of Tiger Woods, in the middle of a fucking war, goes out of his way to tweet. I've just been told that Tiger Woods, who's a great golfer and a great American, was involved in a minor fender bender. Does that look minor, Mr. President? And he says that we need to pardon him immediately so that Tiger can focus on the Masters and help make golf great again. I studied finance for 4 years, and if I can tell you one thing and one thing only, I'm going to be taking Tiger to fucking play in the Masters. And fuck all knows and win it! See it!
For people who weren't aware, Tiger Woods is in a relationship with Vanessa Trump. Vanessa is also a golfer. So sometime last year, he posted this picture on his social media with him and Vanessa, stating that they're in a relationship, but they want privacy. And of course, people in the comments were like, if you wanted privacy, why did you post the photo? You didn't just post one photo, you also posted this photo. Either way, Vanessa Trump was married to Donald Trump Jr., you all's president's son. Vanessa also had 2 daughters who also play golf. Now, reportedly, she running a tight ship over there and wants Tiger to straighten up and fly right. It's him turning over that Range Rover instead of being known for his golfing giftedness is a problem. I mean, they even over there getting quotes from you all's president. Now, Tiger Woods has had a lot to go on. He had his 7th back surgery. But yeah, in case you didn't know, he with Vanessa, child. I mean, at least for now, he's with Vanessa. Because if he keeps cutting up like this, I don't know if she's going to stay with him. And frankly, I don't blame her. But also, Tiger, get your life together. You're doing way too much.
Yeah, man. So Tiger Woods just got arrested again. On March 27th, just days before the Masters was set to begin, Woods was driving on a 2-lane residential road in Jupiter Island, Florida, when he attempted to pass a truck that was slowing down to turn into a driveway. He swerved, clipped the back of the trailer and his Land Rover rolled onto its side. He crawled out through the passenger window. Nobody else got hurt. But that's almost beside the point. When deputies arrived on the scene, they found him sweating profusely, lethargic and slow, though still alert enough to talk to them. They ran a breathalyzer and he blew triple zeros, meaning zero alcohol. But then he refused to take a urine test, as per Fox News. And then, when officers searched him, they found 2 hydrocodone pills in his pants pocket. That's as per CNBC. He also admitted he had been looking down at his phone and changing the radio station when he didn't notice the truck ahead of him slowing down. So you're putting together a picture here. He is driving at a high speed on a residential road, distracted, on opioids, bloodshot eyes, and dilated pupils. And this is someone who was days away from deciding whether he was healthy enough to compete at the Masters. But we all know this is not new, because in 2017, the police found Tiger asleep behind the wheel of his car with the engine still running. He later said it was an unexpected reaction to prescribed medications, but not alcohol. And he pleaded guilty to reckless driving, went to a clinic, and the world moved on. And then in 2021, he was involved in another rollover crash in LA that nearly cost him his leg and required multiple surgeries. We watched his recovery, celebrated the resilience, and waited for the next comeback. Now, here we are, 2026. The incident was in March, but we are in April now. So here we are in 2026, the third major crash, the second DUI arrest, driving under influence. And at some point, you have to stop calling it bad luck. After all this came out, Woods pleaded not guilty, then posted a statement saying he was stepping away to seek treatment and said it was necessary for him to prioritize his well-being and work towards lasting recovery. And then a judge approved this request to seek that treatment outside the US, partly because his attorney argued his privacy had been repeatedly compromised. And look, I genuinely hope he gets the help he needs, but I also think it's worth being honest about something the golf world has never really wanted to confront. And that's Tiger Woods has been playing through catastrophic physical damage for over 2 decades now. Broken bones, torn ligaments, 7 back surgeries, a shattered leg, and every single time he showed up broken and competed anyway. We called it inspiring. The comeback story told itself anyways. So even Trump, whose former daughter-in-law, when I say former daughter-in-law, I mean Trump's son was married to this lady, but they're not together anymore. So this lady is now married to Tiger Woods. That's what I mean by Trump's former daughter-in-law. So she's saying she's not married to Tiger Woods, she's currently dating him. And she told reporters that he lives a life of pain. And that's probably the most honest thing anyone in his circle has said publicly about this whole situation, because everyone knew. The surgeries were public, the dependency issues after 2017 were public, the physical deterioration was visible to anyone watching, and yet the machine kept running because Tiger Woods in pain is still Tiger Woods, and Tiger Woods still sells. So the question I keep coming back to is, at what point does celebrating someone's resilience become something closer to looking the other way? At what point do we as an audience have to ask what we've been complicit in by constantly cheering for the next comeback instead of asking whether any of this was sustainable? Tiger Woods is now 50 years old. He's been at war with his own body for most of his adult life. I hope wherever he goes for treatment, he actually gets to step off the treadmill for real this time, not to prep for another return, but just to exist as a person without a tournament deadline attached to his recovery. But I've seen this story before, and so have you. So let me know in the comments if you think this is finally the moment Tiger steps away for good, or are we going to be watching another comeback announcement in 18 months? Because honestly, I'm not sure which answer is sadder. Let me know down in the comments.
I'm sorry for disappointing you again and again. The sheriff said I was cooperative but not self-incriminating. The truth is, I just didn't know what to say. At the station, I refused the urine test. I knew that would make things worse, even add another charge for refusal to submit to a lawful test. But in that moment, I just wanted it all to end. I didn't want cold machines defining the chaotic mix of chemicals in my body and turning it into headlines. If I could say something to my younger self, I'd say, slow down, take care of your body, don't wait until you need medication to sustain your greatness, to realize you've already lost to yourself. Tomorrow was supposed to be the day I decide whether to go to Augusta for the Masters and whether to take on the role of Ryder Cup captain. Now I don't have to struggle with that decision anymore. I've closed those paths with my own hands.
Yeah, so this is me for today. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave your comments down below. I hope, I trust to see you in the next one. So, see you in the next one.